I get a chance to come home and do the treadmill for another hour.
Now, the first time you won it, was it just unbelievable?
Yeah, I think they got a clip of it. It was very overwhelming.
The reason why I do all that, put my body through all that, is because I love it. After a long, hard day's work, of working out, and working 8 hours. Yeah, buddy! Hey, wait, baby! Go!
Genesis of greatness. In the wild, wild world of bodybuilding, there emerged a powerhouse in the early 1990s who would redefine the very essence of greatness, Ronnie Coleman. Picture this, a dude stepping onto the professional bodybuilding stage, ready to flex and lift his way into the spotlight. That dude? Yep, you guessed it, the one and only Ronnie Coleman. Back in those neon-soaked, big-haired days of the 90s, Ronnie burst onto the bodybuilding scene with a charisma that matched his colossal physique. His early years in the Iron Game were like the opening act to an epic saga. We're talking about a time when leg warmers were still a thing, and Ronnie, with his colossal presence, was about to make an entrance that would shake the very foundations of bodybuilding. As the neon lights flickered, Ronnie's path to victory started to unfold. He wasn't just lifting weights, he was sculpting a legacy. The journey was sweaty, grueling, and filled with more protein shakes than you could shake a dumbbell at. His relentless pursuit of perfection led him to the ultimate bodybuilding crown, the Mr. Olympia title in 1998. Imagine the roar of the crowd, the glint of the trophy, and Ronnie standing tall, a true titan in the world of bodybuilding. Now, let's fast forward a bit. Not content with just one victory, Ronnie went on a rampage, claiming the Mr. Olympia throne not once, not twice, but a mind-blowing 8 consecutive times from 1998 to 2005.
Really?
Yeah, I've come a long way since then, though.
Every day. I think it's one of the hardest jobs out there.
Toys with in the gym. Well, Ronnie Coleman gets up to about 320 pounds.
You know, I started working out when I was about 12 years old.
Yeah.
Because I was
One of them, there's a bunch of them. That's hard. But
That's like winning the Super Bowl 8 times in a row, only with more flexing and a lot less football. Those 8 consecutive triumphs weren't just victories, they were seismic shifts in the bodybuilding universe. Ronnie wasn't just a champion, he was the reigning, flexing, and unapologetically dominating force that left every other competitor in the dust. In the early 90s, Ronnie Coleman didn't just enter the world of bodybuilding, he bulldozed his way in, leaving a trail of awe and admiration in his wake. His journey from those humble beginnings to the summit of bodybuilding greatness is a tale that echoes through the annals of iron-pumping history, forever etching his name in the books of legends. And that, my friends, is the electrifying genesis of Ronnie Coleman's rise to bodybuilding prominence. Heavy burdens. Alright, buckle up, because we're diving into the heavyweight realm of Ronnie Coleman's world, where lifting heavy wasn't just a choice, it was a way of life. First things first, let's talk about Ronnie's relentless training style. We're not talking about your casual stroll on the treadmill here. We're talking about lifting weights that would make the Hulk think twice. Coleman's approach to training was like a tornado hitting the gym, intense, powerful, and impossible to ignore. Picture this. Dumbbells so massive they looked more like small cars, and barbells loaded up with plates that seemed to defy the laws of physics. He wasn't just lifting, he was conquering the iron, one heavy rep at a time. Now here's where the plot thickens. With great power comes great spine and joint issues. Ronnie Coleman pushed his body to the absolute limit, and sometimes the body pushed back, hard. Chronic injuries became a part of his narrative, like battle scars from the front lines of bodybuilding. His spine took a hit, his joints groaned under the colossal weight, and the toll started to show. But did that stop him? Absolutely not. Coleman was a force to be reckoned with, and he wasn't going down without a fight. Enter the surgical saga. Multiple surgeries became the next chapter in Coleman's heavyweight story. His spine, the very pillar of support, underwent the knife. Joints, those crucial hinges of mobility, were under constant reconstruction. It was a medical odyssey to address the wear and tear of a body that had borne the weight of bodybuilding history.
Take a look. Here he is. Here he is. First time he won.
Oh, they did bring it to
second place.
Yeah, buddy! Wait! Yeah!
In the offseason, he has not competed since last year, and it looks like he's used his time off very productively.
So how did this start? Were you the 98-pound weakling? Did you?
Well, actually, I was a 98-pound weakling when I was about 5 years old.
Yeah! All right!
Now third year in a row.
3 times straight.
Wow, that's now Arnold Schwarzenegger held the old
Woo, you gotta get this right. This is heavyweight! Oh, shucks!
As if that wasn't enough drama, let's talk ongoing health challenges. Picture this giant of a man once ruling the bodybuilding stage, now facing health issues that would make mere mortals tremble. Mobility became a luxury, and every step carried the weight of 1,000 reps. It wasn't just about lifting heavy anymore. It was about lifting the burden of persistent health challenges. In the end, Ronnie Coleman's journey wasn't just about the glory of the lift. It was about facing the heavy burdens that came with it. The injuries, the surgeries, and the ongoing health battles. It's a tale of resilience, where the heavyweight champion of bodybuilding faced challenges that were as heavy as the weights he once lifted. Curtailing a legacy. Grab a seat, because we're about to unfold the chapter where Ronnie Coleman decided it was time to bid adieu to the professional bodybuilding stage, a saga marked by a major back surgery that would shape the twilight of his illustrious career. First up, the stage was set in 2007, and the spotlight was on a significant back surgery that would make even the bravest wince. Ronnie Coleman, the man who had conquered the bodybuilding world, found himself under the surgeon's knife. The culprit? Herniated discs. Imagine the backbone of bodybuilding undergoing a repair job, a surgical intervention to mend the wear and tear from years of lifting the heavyweights that defined his legacy. This major back surgery wasn't just a routine medical procedure, it was a pivotal moment in Coleman's journey. It marked the acknowledgement of the toll his relentless training had taken on his body. Herniated discs weren't just a minor inconvenience, they were a battle scar, a tangible consequence of a career spent pushing the limits. Now, let's pivot to the decision that would echo through the halls of bodybuilding history, the moment Ronnie Coleman decided to hang up his competition trunks.
Now, how did you get started? Because you're a police officer, and you still are a police officer.
Well, yeah, I've been on the police force for 12 years now, and
The gym is empty today. Nobody wants to work out.
Now, the first time you won it, was it just unbelievable?
yeah, I think they got a clip of it. It was very overwhelming.
Ronnie Coleman, his famous tagline, nothing but a peanut. That's what he calls it, 200-pound dumbbells.
Reason why I do all that, put my body through all that, is because I love it. After a long, hard day's work of working out, and working 8 hours.
A friend of mine saw me one day after I finished my training and took me to this gym.
The circumstances surrounding his retirement were a perfect storm of challenges. Despite the surgery, the wear on his body persisted, and the health battles intensified. The relentless pursuit of perfection had met the immovable force of physical limitations. The decision to retire wasn't made lightly. It was a collision of aspirations and the harsh reality of a body pushed to its limits. Ronnie, the 8-time Mr. Olympia, chose to step away from the stage that had been both his kingdom and battleground. The decision showed us the indomitable spirit that defined his career, acknowledging that sometimes even the strongest have to yield to the demands of the body. Life beyond lifting. Get ready to peek behind the curtain as we delve into Ronnie Coleman's life beyond lifting, a tale of post-retirement triumphs, personal struggles, and a legacy that echoes through the corridors of the fitness world. First up, post-retirement achievements. So what does a bodybuilding legend do after hanging up the competition trunks? Well, if you're Ronnie Coleman, you don't just retire, you reinvent. Coleman ventured into the business world, launching his own company. It's not just any company, it's a powerhouse in fitness-related goods and sportswear. From lifting weights to lifting brands, Coleman showcased that his entrepreneurial spirit was as robust as his biceps. Now, let's pull back the curtain on Coleman's personal life. Behind the muscular facade was a man who faced challenges not just on the stage, but in the arena of relationships. He ventured into marriage twice. The first chapter unfolded with Christine Achkar in 2007, but as life's script sometimes goes, their paths diverged. The journey continued with Susan Williamson, his current wife, and together they forged a family with 4 children. But like any real-life saga, personal challenges emerged, adding layers to the narrative. Lastly, let's talk about the legacy and net worth. Ronnie Coleman isn't just a name, he's an institution in bodybuilding. His impact on the fitness industry is akin to a seismic wave.
Flex Wheeler.
Yeah, buddy! Hey, wait, baby! Let's go!
The guy who owns the gym, Brian Dawson, said, told me I could be world champion if I competed. I told him no.
I get a chance to come home and do the treadmill for another hour. I love what I do, so that's why I still come to work.
And got kind of big, and from there, I think I joined the police force in 1989.
Influencing aspiring bodybuilders and enthusiasts alike. Beyond the weights, Coleman carved a space in the digital realm, cementing his presence on social media. As for the dollars and cents, reports suggest his net worth hovers around the $10 million mark. That's not just pocket change, it's proof of the multifaceted success he achieved post-retirement. In the grand narrative of Ronnie Coleman's life beyond lifting, we see a man who didn't just fade into the shadows after leaving the stage. He built empires, faced personal storms, and left an indelible mark on the fitness landscape. It's a saga that goes beyond the dumbbells and barbells, showcasing that the legend of Ronnie Coleman extends far beyond the world of bodybuilding. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.